Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah.
Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, 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 yeah,
Riffin with
yeah.
Griffin, baby.
Welcome back to Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin.
We are a day late. I'm so sorry. Yesterday was a madhouse. It just happens. The green screen is back. I don't know what I'm doing with this damn podcast, but I'm glad you're here. Crazy Diddy news. Crazy. Big Brother finale. So we're going to talk about that. But once again, everybody, welcome back to Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. We are back once again, and let's get into it. Thank you, as always, for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe. Hit that notifications button so you can know when I'm going live. Hit the Twitch follow. If you want to follow me on Twitch, I've been gaming on Twitch a lot. Actually, I've been gaming on YouTube as well. If you go to Erik Griffin Gaming YouTube, so you can hit me up on either one of those. Patreon is still going strong. I'm doing my Monday nuance, so more the merrier there. A lot of free signups there. So, you know, I'd like you to transfer over to be like, you know, paid, but it's up to you. No pressure. I just have a baby to take care of, but it's fine. Just kidding, obviously. So welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. In today's episode, let's see. Today's episode, we'll talk about a few things. But first, today's episode is brought to you by Mint Mobile. I want to thank Mint Mobile for being a sponsor of the show. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Griffin. That's mintmobile.com/Griffin. All right. So I want to thank Mint Mobile for being a sponsor. And here we are, guys. We are back at it once again. Wait, I got to move this over here, actually. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Move this over here. So, yeah. So, thanks for, being on the show. Yesterday was just a busy day. I just got so much going on. I've got the yard getting done. And what did I do yesterday? I did so much stuff yesterday. I did this Snapchat show. So I'm actually I'm going to start doing more stuff on Snapchat. So shout out to Snapchat. I'm verified on Snapchat now. And so, I'm going to get into I'm be the old guy on the Snapchat world. Snapchat's a trip though. You ever go to Snapchat, and this is the thing, what I find it's good and bad. So you go to Snapchat, and let's say you go to the Explorer page, right? That's the page that has all the stories. Man, they'll have stories like doctors make shocking discovery in Diddy's baby oil. You know what I mean? So then you go to the story and you're waiting and waiting. You're going through all these videos and it's nothing. They never talk about the thing that they said the video was going to be about. You know what I mean? It's never that. And then it'll be they love talking about Justin Bieber. It's Justin Bieber is spiraling out of control because of all these Diddy news. And then you go to it and you never see anything. Snapchat Explorer page with these what do you call it? What is it called? Clickbait? I'm going to tell you right now, I am susceptible to clickbait. I realize that. I am all clickbait, man. I'm all clickbait. It'll say the ones I like, it'll be animals. animals attack, or like animals that the weirdest animal couples, and then they'll show a bear and a shark. And my dumb ass is like, how did a bear and a shark get together? I got to see this video. I'm clicking through the video. You never see a bear and a shark together. You know, it'll be like Harry Styles is sexually assaulted by a koala at an Australian zoo. And you're like, what? You go to it, nothing. I'm like, oh, they got me. They get me every time, you know? Snapchat Explorer page is like a kid waiting for their dad to pick them up at school. And then every car that comes by, you're like, oh, is that my dad? Oh, it's not my dad. Oh, dad. Oh, it's not my dad. And then like your teacher is sitting there waiting like after hours, calling the mom like, hey, listen, your kid is here. I can't leave him. I can't go home to my kids because your kid is here because your dumbass husband, your dumbass ex-husband, or whoever the baby daddy is, didn't come get his kid. So you please come get your kid. That's Snapchat. So, but I'm going to be on there. I should do my own gotcha titles, you know? Griffin green screen comes alive and eats him. And then it's like, it's never that, you know? But it's pretty amazing. So check this out. So Wolf, he's learning swimming. He's got his swimming lessons. He had his swimming lessons today. I couldn't go because I had a meeting. Rachel's gonna hate that I'm showing this picture, but here's little man in the pool. Check out little man in the pool, y'all. Oops, well, that's not what we wanted to do. Hold on. Oh God, here we go. I didn't even do none of this right. Hold on a second. Let me get it back. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. I don't know why it did that. Why did it do that? Oh, I see why. Because I wanted this to be full screen. How do you get it? How do you get it to be full screen? I don't even know. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Let's do it like this. Yeah. All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. People listening, you're like, what's going on? So this little man in the pool. And so he's only 8 months. And look how big he is. God damn, right? Rachel was telling me that there was an 18-month-old learning to swim. And Wolfie was like so much bigger than so I was gonna go, but I had a general meeting today. I had a Zoom meeting with like an executive today about some stuff. So I was like, I couldn't do it. So, but I want to go get in the pool with him. But look how, and she was like, he was kicking and swimming and doing all kinds of stuff. So I thought that was like really adorable. You know, he's just growing, man. He's a growing boy, and what a little personality he has on his face, huh? Damn, sometimes I can't believe this kid, man. You know, you see this kid and you're just like, how's he like this already? Yeah, and then so like Rachel left her phone, so like she had like she made friends with people, and they just sent the pictures right now, like because she said, can you please take videos and pictures? It's his first time swimming, so I mean that's cool. I mean, I wish I had pictures like this of myself. I just don't, you know. It's like I'll never have pictures. Like I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like this just wasn't a thing they were doing when I was a kid. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean that's the amazing thing, man. Like kids today, dude, they're gonna have like just 1,000 pictures of themselves by the time they're my age. I'm not 1,000. I'm talking about 1 million. 50 million pictures. Just like you can go back and be like, this is me day 1, 1 years old, day 5, the first time I ate a hamburger, you know, the first time. And then it's like, you know how they have that geotagging data. So the pictures have like, oh, this is me when I went to the amusement park for the first time. This is me at Disneyland. And then like and then the computer makes videos and stuff for you to like, you know, and who knows how the AI is going to be in the future. Maybe you could be like, hey, can you recap my whole childhood in a video? And the AI will be like, sure. And they're going to go through your cloud and be like, this is you throughout the years. And you're going to be like, God damn, look how great that is. So that's pretty cool, man. That is one cool thing about, you know, technology today, about, you know, when you see all the pictures and stuff. So does anybody remember when they first started swimming? Because I remember the first time I started swimming. I'll never forget it because I was terrified. So I was at this YMCA and it was just me and some dude in the pool. And my mom was sitting on a bench, looking at me. And I remember it because I was traumatized because you know what I mean? Like I was just like, Mommy! I was yelling for my mom because I was like, this is crazy. But I remember that moment, but I don't remember. But then I remember like just being able to swim because I ended up being on the swim team at the YMCA. I remember like that, like just being like, doing that for a little while. And then kind of like, it was like if you wanted to it's like if you wanted to be a competitive swimmer, you need to like shave your arms, shave your legs and all this stuff. And I'm a hairy beast. So I just remember thinking like, I'm not going to do that. I remember thinking, I don't care about this enough to shave. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about this enough to shave. So like, I'm like, yeah, we're not going to worry about this little thing. So I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know if the people that got kids out there, what was your experience? So I'd love to know, like, what's your experience when, you first learned to swim, or if you like the experience you're having teaching your kid how to swim. That's pretty amazing. Like, we don't have a pool, but like we could put a pool in, but I'm not going to do that till 5, 6, 7 years from now or something like that. Maybe we have another kid, who knows? But who wants to worry about having a pool around little kids? You hear so many horror stories. And his grandparents have a pool and they got a little fence around it already. So once he learns to swim more, he was like on his back today and doing all that stuff. That stuff's so sweet. So, it's a great thing. So, this guy Kevin in chat said, I swam and never shaved. But I mean like competitive, like I wanted to be like competitive swimmer, I think. Maybe I was just lazy and making an excuse. Like, I don't want to swim anymore. If I think back on it. Yeah, because they always used to make me do the butterfly stroke. And I hate the butterfly stroke. I hated that. That was the hardest one. The one where you got to like pull yourself out of the water. Oh, I hated the butterfly. Breaststroke was the easiest one. You just. And of course, freestyle. I was under the water like, yo, I'm in the water. And I'm swimming. Everybody know it's Erik Griffin. And they were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm freestyling. It was like, no, what are you doing? You got to swim. Stupid. What a dumb dad joke, right? All right, guys, let's go to comments. Let's get into the comments from this week. It's so funny. I just did Stevie Weeby's podcast yesterday, and I'm still working on scheduling him and Bob. But somebody said 5 years, and they never did something with this, and it's gold. I know. I mean, we could have. You know what I mean? It's like 5 years later. I can't believe 5 years I've been doing my podcast. The Lee Brothers episode was episode 18 too. That's the crazy part about it. Let's see. Whatever. Somebody said, Erik thinking Fallout is bad will forever change my opinion about him. I'm talking about the game Fallout. That game's trash. The graphics are trash. So I don't like that. I don't like it. Somebody said, yes, dear. Welcome to the world of HOA living. Definitely depends on who your neighbors are and who makes up the board of directors. Because if you have old retired folks with nothing better to do than to tattle on you because your garbage can stayed out too long, it sucks. Yeah, I mean, it's like the purpose of an HOA, I think, is like, I think an HOA is like affirmative action. There was a time when you needed it, but then there's other times where it's like, I don't know if you need this anymore. I feel like that's what, I don't know. I think there's a purpose for an HOA because you have to like, make sure the neighborhood is safe and like the grass in the front is taken care of and, all the little things. But I think that I think there's too much. They have too much control and power, or at least they think they do, because it's just really a puppet government. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Somebody said, thanks for the support, Griff. I'm in South Florida and tornadoes ripped through my hometown. Wow, that's terrible. I didn't know there was tornadoes. Tornadoes in Florida? You have to worry about hurricanes and tornadoes? My God. Whew. Somebody said, all 2023 Q said, keep riffing about 90 Day. Yeah, man, 90 Day it gets crazier and crazier every single week, that show. I can't stress enough. Crazier and crazier, that show, 90 Day Fiance. Which one am I watching? The before the 90 Day, I think it is. It's just like a cast of characters, man, that you would just go, wow, how did they find these people, you know? Megawatts 3164 said, I follow a good number of pods, but yours is the only one I religiously watch, Griff. I wonder if you ever watch a series called Arcane. It's on Netflix. Just the one season, but the second comes out this November. Only thing you need to know up front is its animation. You know, I did watch that. That's funny you say that. And they said, please don't stop. Give it a try. Let us know what you think. Yeah, I did watch Arcane. I got to look. You know what? I got to refresh my memory on Arcane, and then I'll get back to you guys on that. Somebody said, thank you, Rick Glassman, for putting Riffin with Griffin on the map and making Erik famous. Rick. That's funny. Somebody said Griffin gets 9 comments and then goes to the flag folder and he has thousands. There's a troll. See, that's a good troll comment. Thank you. You got it out. You said something funny and it got here, as opposed to like using a bunch of curse words and trying to be mean. You know what I'm saying? I read that. That's funny. But actually, let's go look. It's funny you say that. Let's go look at the held for review. Oh, there's none in there today. You know, there's no held for review comments in here today, guys. Sorry. So, yeah. Actually, it's weird. Like, you know what it is too? Is I don't think I see them on the computer. You only see them on the when you look on your phone. Like the app on the phone is better than the one on the computer. So I don't know. We'll see. Somebody said, Ronald said, that's why I didn't buy in an HOA, but I am not in a gated community either. Love the show. Yeah, I don't know. But even the gated community, like, what does that really mean? It means somebody can't pull a truck up to steal all your stuff. They have to I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see if there's benefits, you know? Somebody said Breeze over Rogers. Sorry to say, if you're in an HOA, it's not your house. A lot of people think like that. Let's see. Somebody said, I'm good, Griff. All right, whatever. The comments just get dumber and dumber. You know, I saw some of them. Somebody wanted to see Rachel and Wolf on the show. Yeah, I'll get them on again, you know. So, yeah, but anyways, you know, comment. We'll get into the discussion if you want. There, you know, see what's going on with that. In the Warzone world, if you guys know that I play a lot of Warzone, I love Call of Duty. It's just littered with cheaters, man. I don't, you know, the thing that gets me is these like streamers, you know, there's like all these comments that people, you know, that are in the world, like the big time people that stream all the time and they're in the COD world. And that's like, you know, that's their business. You know, they're always like, oh, everybody thinks people are cheating. Like all the big streamers are cheating, and they're not cheating. But here's my thing. If professional athletes making generational wealth, okay, look at Alex Rodriguez. He signs a deal that he's making $20-30 million a year for 5, 6, 7 years. If he can cheat, you think that these nerds that they have more integrity? You think they have integrity? No, there's money involved. There's money in being really great at the game. It's been proven. If you're getting 4,000 or 5,000 viewers and subscribers on Twitch, you're making a mint. There are streamers that are making $1 million, $2 million a year from their stream. The generation, the wealth that is generated from, you know, the money generated from the stream is a lot of money. Do you think that they're like, I'm doing this the right way? Of course. And there's nobody, there's no like committee, there's no commissioner's office, there's no like testing, there's no like regular PC testing. No, this is like people are paying directly to their favorite streamers, and these guys are making a lot of money, and they don't care. Why would they care? And they want to come out and be like, no, I'm just good at the game. And the game company itself, they're not doing anything to put out an anti-cheat for the common player. It sucks. It would be like you playing like basketball, you playing pickup games with NBA players. You know what I mean? And then like, you know, of course they're going to be better because they're pros, but like there's a few of them where you're like, wait, this guy's way stronger than he should be, but I want to have a chance to play. It would be like if you had a chance to play, but you can't because these people are juiced up and you don't know who's who. It's real weird. You know what I mean? You know, and thank you, Jeff, for the super chat. Yeah, guys, super chat away. Got a little $10 super chat. Love you. Appreciate that. So, you know, it's just it's weird. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. But I love that. All right, so before I get into today's topics, let's get back to Mint Mobile, y'all. Mint Mobile is a proud sponsor of the show. Wait, hold on. What happened to my Mint Mobile thing? Here it is. Mint Mobile. There you go. Listen, you know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a song that you bump on repeat and you have to share it with friends so they can experience just how awesome it is? That's how I feel about Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is offering premium wireless for $15 a month. You heard it right, guys. $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal. There's no way you can keep it to yourself. Mint Mobile, y'all. It's great. I even had it for a little while. I tried it out. It's, you know, self-service is great. And if you need like something for cheap, you need like a phone on the go. You need, hey, it could be your whole phone. You know what I mean? for you players out there, I would highly suggest you get a Mint Mobile phone. Friends don't let friends overpay for wireless. So say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plan and switch to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your squad from premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Griffin. Just go to it right now, guys. mintmobile.com/Griffin. That's mintmobile.com/Griffin. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Griffin. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Thank you, Mint Mobile, for being a sponsor of Riffin with Griffin, keeping us going. All right. Okay, let's get into today's nonsense, man. Yeah, we got to get into this. So let's start with Big Brother. We going into Big Brother, y'all. Big freaking brother. And I've been on the like Instagram, man, going in on the on the Big Brother people, dude. Like, this don't make no sense to me. So this was a great season of Big Brother. It really was. It was a fantastic season of Big Brother. Now, the thing is about this season of Big Brother is they really got out the strong competitors, okay? So if you don't know what Big Brother is, let me just give you a quick overview of what Big Brother is. So about 16 people go into a house that has like hundreds of cameras. They're filmed 24/7. There are competitions every week. You know, there's competitions every week, and people are eliminated by the people in the house every week. At least one person is eliminated every single week, and it boils down to like the final, let's see, 6, 7, how many jurors are there? 7 jurors. So it goes down to the final 9. There's 2 people that are left, and 7 people decide who wins the $750,000. So as you're eliminating people, and when it gets to jury, okay, that's what they call it, you have to make sure, that's why it's a psychological game, because if you did somebody dirty, they're going to be in the jury and they get to decide if you win $750,000. So they have a thing. So that means your social game has to be good. there's a lot of lying going on, a lot of misleading. And then like you have to win competitions because they have like endurance competitions, brain competitions. There's competitions every week. There's a competition to win to be the head of household. And that head of household every week gets to pick 2 nominees to get eliminated. And then those nominees that are elected to be eliminated, they have a thing called a veto competition. And that veto competition is if you win that veto competition, you get to take yourself down from the block from being nominated. And then the head of household has to pick someone new. So they have 6 people playing in the veto. 2 of the people are being nominated. So someone else could win and they can decide to keep the nominations the same, or they could take their friend down off and the head of household has to pick someone. And then the whole house votes. The whole house votes if who's going to stay this week or who's going to get eliminated. So it's a lot about being great at competitions. It's about having a great social game, and it's about surviving to the end. You surviving to the end. Okay. So a lot of times this is what happens. You'll have like showmances. So 2 people, and by the way, more people are married in Big Brother that have been a part of Big Brother than The Bachelor. They have more successful marriages that have lasted to this day because it's quite an experience to go through this 90 days with someone. You're living with them, and then you like go through these competitions and the ups and downs and the emotions of it. So this is why I love Big Brother, because it brings the best and the worst out of people. And this season was no different. So, what happens is like, okay, so a showman's, for instance, once people start seeing a showman's, they go, oh, we got to break that up. So that becomes hard. If you're like someone that starts winning a lot of competitions, they go, oh, that's a target. They want to get you out because you want to be sitting there in the end. So how do you maneuver yourself to sit in the end? So you got to win some competitions. You got to make some friends. You got to lie to your friends. You got to do all that. And the girl that won this year did it one of the best ever. So this girl, Chelsea, won. This girl, Chelsea, won on the left here. Chelsea, the black girl, or whatever she is. She won, and she was smooth all season. Had a great social game. She was in alliances with people. She was like, she's like a great speaker too. So she was like manipulating people back and forth. And it came down to the end. So the final 3 of the episode was Chelsea and then this girl, Mackenzie. Mackenzie's 22, tall, D1 athlete, hot, great personality, but like she was a target. Girls like this are a target, because the guys are into her, and she was like in sort of a showmance in the beginning. So she never was a part of any big alliance. And so she had to win 11 competitions throughout the season. Every time she needed to win to stay in the game, she won. She was great. She was one of the greatest Big Brother players ever, in my opinion. The way she won those competitions when she needed to. Now, she got into an alliance sort of with this girl, Chelsea. Chelsea was playing her for like the second half of the season. Like, I'll tell you one of the things that she lost. Okay, I'll get into. Okay, so this is what happens. So wait. Let me backtrack here. You have a head of household, and then you have a veto person. Now, when it gets down to the final 4, here's what happens. You have the final 4, right? You have a head of household. They nominate 2 people are up. Okay, so that's 3 people. And whoever wins the veto basically gets to decide who's staying or leaving. Okay, so these 2 girls, they were running it in the final 6, and they were bringing each other. And this one guy, Cam, who was like a D1 athlete, but he was trash. The dude didn't win one competition all year. These 2 girls carried him to the end, okay? And here's the thing. If you're going to be in the end on Big Brother, you actually want somebody that you know you can beat in the final 2. You want somebody sitting next to you that jury looks and is going to be like, oh yeah, you're way better. You won all these competitions. But sometimes that's why jury management is important in terms of like being nice to people, making sure, people like you. Because a lot of times it's a bitter jury. I remember like 4 or 5 seasons ago, there was this guy, Paul. It happened to him twice in a row because they brought him back the next year. He was a fantastic Big Brother player, but he rubbed people the wrong way. The jury was bitter, and that's why he didn't win. Because they were like, nah, I ain't letting you win because I didn't like what you did to me. And so he didn't win. So Chelsea, who's a huge fan since she was 13 years old, she knew that. And she played it great. So you want this guy, so it was Chelsea, Mackenzie, and Cam in the end, okay? So Chelsea wins the final head of household, so she's guaranteed to be in the final, she's in the final 2. No, I'm saying to go on to the next competition. So she wins. And then Cam and Chelsea went up against each other, and she won, okay? Now, Chelsea and Mackenzie went up against each other to see who is going to be the deciding vote to bring to the final 2. Mackenzie wins. And here's the huge mistake that she made. Now, there's this whole thing about people are like, oh, I want to play a loyal game. Loyalty lost this chick $750,000. Okay. I think in that moment, she forgot this is a game and you're being played. You have to expect the unexpected, and you can't trust anyone. You really can't. Because when it comes down to the line, $750,000 are on the line. Okay. In my humble opinion, if Mackenzie would have taken Cam to the finals, she would have won in a landslide. Because one, she would have beaten Chelsea, who was like great, and Chelsea probably would have voted for her because she was like, you did it, you did it, because I had you. And she would have went up against somebody that she beat countless times, okay? But instead, she goes, I want to play a loyal game, and I want to continue to play a loyal game, and I'm going to take Chelsea. So she takes Chelsea. I was yelling at the TV. What a mistake this was. Not only was it a mistake, but Chelsea played her also in the final. Okay, so the final 2 get to like talk, and they get to tell people like, yo, so the jury asks questions. So why do you think we should give you the $750,000 type of thing, right? And Chelsea went up there and was like, well, because I positioned myself to be here right now, that no matter what, that people would bring me to the finals, which is exactly what happened. She positioned herself. Mackenzie brought her instead of bringing the other guy who she would have beat. She says, I positioned myself where I didn't have to win a bunch of competitions. That's what she said. Mackenzie was there because she won a lot of competitions. The chick threw her under the bus in her face, right in her face. She was like, yeah, I made it so basically I didn't have to do what this chick had to do to get here. I made it so I didn't have to do what she did. Then the icing on the cake, the dagger to me, the dagger that Chelsea was, Mackenzie had no chance to beat her. All right. It was Mackenzie's HOA. She's the leader of the house at the time. One of her really good friends in the house, Leah, this other girl, pretty girl, right? She was also kind of a loner too. Like they were trying to get her out. They were like a duo, right? Chelsea convinced her to remove Leah. She convinced her to do it. And on the show, in those they do confessionals where they talk to the camera, just like this. It'd be a confessional. It's like Chelsea's going like this. This is basically my HOA because I'm convincing Mackenzie to do exactly what I want. That's exactly how she was saying it. Mackenzie's going to do exactly what. This is basically my HOA. And she said that in the final. She was like, I convinced Mackenzie to get out her biggest ally. And Mackenzie was like, no, I made that choice on my own. You got played. It was well played. It was so stupid. It was one of the, you know what? I got to say this. It was the second dumbest choice. Part of me understands where she's like, hey, let me go up against her. And I have a big resume. But she really, If she looks back at the season and watches Chelsea's videos, if she looks back at the season and watches Chelsea's confessionals, she's going to sit at home and be like this. Oh, this chick played me. I got played because she got played. Her loyalty got her nothing. She wasn't playing Big Brother. There's no loyalty in Big Brother. It's scheming, conniving. You have to make sure people think you like them, even if you don't. And in the end, it's about the money. This girl made a $750,000 mistake. And of course, she was trying to like, in the end, be like, I didn't do this for the money. Shut the fuck up. You didn't do it for the money. Hell yeah, you did it for the money. What are you talking about? 750, that is life-changing money for a 22-year-old. Shut up. Crazy. So, but I'll say this. I understand her choice, and I still respect it. She said, you know what? We wanted to be here in the end, and I think I can beat you. I think that Mackenzie really thought she could beat Chelsea, and it was going to be like closer than it was. She lost in a landslide. She lost 7-0. So it tells me that no, she never had a chance, but she thought she did, and I can respect that. But it's the second worst, because the worst was the one 2 years ago when this black girl Taylor won, and the final three was this guy, her, and this other guy, and the guy was totally into her. He was like in love with her, sort of, like they were like a couple, like a showmance. He made a $750,000 mistake bringing her. She torched him in the finals. Like, why would you do that? But anyways, it's a game, y'all. This ain't real life in terms of like, it's not the military where loyalty is important or friendship. No. You don't know these people. You've been living with these people for 90 days. You know nothing about them. This about the money, honey. And that was dumb. It was a dumb choice. But we know more because we're watching and we know how she was being played. But she even said it herself. I'm making this is a huge choice I'm making. She says it in her own confessional. This is a huge choice I'm making. And I know I could beat Cam. Like, she said it. She should have stuck with her guns, and I don't care. She can have a public face of like, I didn't do this for the money, and I did it, for loyalty, and no. She when she's sitting in her living room and she rewatches that show, she's gonna see how Chelsea played her. Well done, girl. Well freaking done. Anyways. That was my, wow, I thought it was going to be a short episode, but that was my huge, big, Okay, last on the list is like, guys, I don't know if you have been watching this Diddy stuff, man. Like, the latest Diddy stuff is bananas, dude. Some of these lawsuits, man. I just want to read some of this stuff from some of these lawsuits, dude. So, like, lawsuits are coming out the woodworks now, okay? One of them is a girl says that he raped her out of revenge because she says he killed Tupac or something like that. It's some, 6 new lawsuits, man. So it's just, here's the thing though. Some of the things that's being said in here, I'm like, wow. Like, if he's guilty of this stuff, it's got to be more than just him that they get. Like, they got to get these bodyguards that they claim were, a part of this, man. So one of the accusers stated that Diddy invited him to one of his white parties in the Hamptons in 1998. And when the accuser was only 16 years old, the accuser only identified as John Doe. A lot of John Does, by the way. Took a photo with Diddy and found her at the party, which was included in the suit. At the party, Combs allegedly took an interest in the 16-year-old. Like, in this article, it's a lot of like, allegedly claimed, because, you're innocent until proven guilty, right? The suit goes on to accuse Diddy of grabbing the 16-year-old's genitals before returning to the party as if nothing had happened. Okay, so that's one lawsuit. All right, another one. Security guard at a white party in 2006. Another suit filed behalf of a security guard. The security guard alleged that Diddy provided him with 2 alcoholic drinks that night. The second drink caused him to feel extremely ill and leaned against his truck for support. Let's see. The suit alleged Diddy pushed the victim into a van where he raped him. I mean, what? Is this guy this guy's worse than Dahmer or something? Just except for not killing people. You know what I mean? Like emotional Dahmer right here. So it's a security guard. The security guard is saying Diddy gave him drinks, drugged him, pushed him into a van, and raped him. Wow. And this is like a pattern. A management employee in 2021. The most recent assault detailed in the new batch of lawsuits. Oh, this is like a recent one. Even though the victim said he was limiting himself to 1 drink at the party. Even though the plaintiff only consumed 1 alcoholic drink, the effects of the drink were immediate and overwhelming. This is what the lawsuit claims. The next thing the plaintiff remembered that he felt paralyzed in a bedroom. At least 3 men began sexually assaulting him, the suit states. The victim said he could remember seeing Diddy above him naked at one point during the assault. These are this is court records. People are filing lawsuits. And this is what they're saying in the lawsuits. 2024, the accuser, she attended a photo shoot with a group. And then let's see, Diddy met the victim at a photo shoot before inviting her and another female friend to an after party at a Marriott hotel in Manhattan. When they arrived at Diddy's hotel room, the security guard, there's always a security guard with a gun around too. The man found it. He allegedly gave the 2 more drinks and ordered them to do cocaine, by the way, this thing says, before beginning to forcibly touch them. When they resisted, Combs ordered Mrs. Doe's friends to perform oral sex on him or else he would have them both killed. This is in a lawsuit. These are real lawsuits that I don't know if these are gonna go forward. Can you imagine that that's in a lawsuit? Did you hear what I said? When they resisted, Combs ordered Mrs. Doe friend to perform oral sex on him or else he would have them both killed. What? This is like out of a movie. Who is this guy? This is the one that was in a Macy's stockroom in 2008. Yes, a lot of John Does. But apparently his lawyer is requesting that they be, for evidence sake, they need to know who these people are. You can't just be a John Doe. You can't just be hey, that person did something to me. Because I think it is fair that the defense should know who it is, because then he could be oh man, that ain't true. This is what happened. Or you have to know who it is. I mean, you have to. We don't necessarily have to know, right? But this kind of stuff gets leaked. There's no way. Now, this one's crazy, the last one. This is in a Macy's stockroom, okay? The victim says he was quickly hit hard. Okay, so he was followed into a stockroom in a Macy's where he was he allegedly worked for a rival company of Sean John, They were a rival company. So this is what the lawsuit says. Hit hard around the base of the neck, possibly with a pistol, forced him to his knees while the men, these other bodyguards with guns, are shouting obscenities at him. Who are these people? That's what I want to know. Why aren't they coming out and trying to cut a deal? You know what I mean? Anyways, because they would have to be on the payroll. They had to have been getting money. There has to be a way to track to be who were the bodyguards at the time? They can do some sort of forensic accounting and be okay, it looks like these. I don't know how that works, but it's really strange to me that there's other people involved in this in such a way. But anyway, it says the suit claims Diddy then. This is crazy. So the guy's in a stockroom. He gets hit in the base of the head with a gun. There's people with guns. And then it said the suit claims that Diddy then orally raped the victim continuing to yell obscenities like "suck my D," and then the name of the company at him. After the brutal incident in the stockroom, the suit claims Diddy began grabbing articles of Sean John clothing. He left the stockroom and headed out to Macy's retail floor, where he began passing out merchandise to an adoring crowd as if nothing happened. This is like a scene from New Jack City or something, you know, like where Wesley Snipes is handing out turkeys. That's who they're saying this guy is. Like, I'm waiting for the frickin' movie about this. It's gonna be like New Jack City. Now, the thing that gets me is like, you keep hearing about the video. They keep, like, that going back to Snapchat. You keep seeing like these things like, you know, J-Lo is up in arms because of the released video footage. And then so you go and you're like, well, where's the video footage? I can't seem to find any of this party footage that they keep saying is available. I feel like it's all clickbait, you know? I don't know what's going on with that. Like, even if I search for it right now. So if I search for it right now, I go party, wait, let's see. Diddy party video footage. Okay. There's none. So Sean Combs' lawyers accused government of leaking 2016 case video to savage reputation before trial. Feds deny claim. I said that on my podcast like 3 weeks ago. That's exactly what they did. They have all this video of him and they said, you know what? Let's release this one. Because if they release that video and you're a grand juror, you know, so then they come up with all these cases, okay? They come up with all these lawsuits and cases that the government's trying to file against him, right? And then you go to the grand jury and the grand jury is like, all they got to say is like, yeah, you know, he did this. I mean, have you seen the video? You know, like he does stuff like this. And it biased the jury. Not to say that like, hey, do what you got to do. If you know this guy's guilty, if they have evidence of him being guilty and they have all this stuff and they're like, well, how do we get this in court? How are we going to do this? And that's what they did. They released that video. You know what I mean? But I knew it. That's exactly what I said. But when you look online for this, people keep saying about these video parts, and it's nothing. The only one they're showing is they keep showing this Kevin Hart one. But the Kevin Hart one is like, yeah, they had a film crew. And he's like got microphones and they're filming. That's not when they gonna do the bad stuff. And so I don't know. Like, I tell you what though. Imagine you're like, I don't know if I want to go to any Hollywood parties right now. Would you want to go to a Hollywood party right now? No matter who the celebrity is. You go to a Hollywood party right now, you walking in and you're like looking around now. If I get invited to some Hollywood party, I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, can I? Yay, hey, what's up? I'm like opening doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking the pantry for like too many bottles of anything. Cause you don't want to be like, cause imagine like, this is the thing that's crazy about it is that guy was super famous. Look at all the people that were at these parties. You could have like been like a friend of somebody who was like just came out with an album and they're like, hey, I'm going to this Diddy party. You want to go? You'd be like, oh shit, I want to go. You get there, you're like, oh my God, Leo DiCaprio's here. Look, it's Jay-Z, Beyonce. Oh, it's who, you know, you would go. And then 15 years later, you were just at a party and all of a sudden now there's videos and pictures of you at a party and then all this alleged stuff happened and now you're lumped in with it. So I don't know. You know, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Look at my hair. Why does my hair look like that? That's bananas. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna keep you on the update about this because a lot of this is like when you go to the actual real news, whatever that means. But you know, you go to Washington Post, you go to these things, Hollywood Reporter. There's no evidence. There's no evidence of there's no videos that are out. They keep claiming, like the lawyers keep saying, look, we got people, because I think it's a bluff. Like, this is my theory right now. So I think if you're a lawyer and you have a bunch of victims, you know, alleged victims are saying, hey, I was at a Diddy party, this happened. So now the lawyer is going on TV on doing these interviews being like, the videos got them. There's certain people on these videos, and we're going to get them. So now maybe you are a high profile so-and-so. Maybe you were at a party and you opened the door and you saw something that you probably should have reported and you didn't. Now you might secretly have your lawyer reach out to this lawyer and be like, yo, can you keep me out of this? What do I got to do? Who knows? I mean, I think it's like a lot of money grab going on right now. I think it's a lot of money grabbing going on right now. And if this guy all of a sudden gets out of jail, like if it goes to trial and he goes and he says he wants to defend himself. He wants to like be a witness to his own, be a witness to his defense. And then he doesn't get convicted. What is that going to say of all these lawsuits and all this stuff? I mean, you'd like to think justice is at work right now. You think like with how I think it was a masterful investigation and process that the prosecution has done right now. I think that they did this with care. I think that they did not rush it. I think that it was even releasing that video was like all part of it to get to the point where this guy's in jail without bail right now. And he's going to be on trial and they think they got him. So I think that he's never going to see the light of day. But in the event he does, what does that mean to y'all? Let me know in the comments. All right, y'all. This has been Riffin with Griffin. I appreciate, again, you guys watching the show. And as you can see, oh shit, the green screen's back, y'all. Ain't that something? I'm still figuring out what I'm doing. But I appreciate everybody that listens to the show and watches the show. Make sure you subscribe, please, so you can get notifications when I'm going live. I'm sorry I didn't go live yesterday. And then, follow me on Twitch. Twitch, Erik Griffin Gaming on Twitch, and Erik Griffin Gaming on YouTube. I'm going live on YouTube at night, and then during the day when I Twitch. So be a member on both of those. But if you're a Twitch subscriber, you could get my Monday Nuance live, and then you can also see it on Patreon. So check it out on Patreon. Be a Patreon member. Up to this point, I've made the videos on Patreon available for everyone, but now I'm just doing it just for paid members. So you can do a free trial, check it out, see if you like the extra content. And it's not expensive. I don't have tiers. I just got one price. So, come check it out, support the show, and I appreciate you guys. And this has been Riffin with Griffin. Riffin with Griffin. And I will see y'all next week. Yeah.